There's something extraordinary about certain women. They walk into a room and time itself seems to pause. You can't quite explain it. They don't need attention, yet all eyes are drawn toward them. It's not their makeup, not the way they dress, not even the smoothness of their skin. It's something deeper, something that radiates from within. Kind of light that doesn't fade with years, it grows stronger. And maybe you've met one of them, that woman who looks calm, content, and untouched by the chaos of life. Her face carries peace instead of stress, and her smile seems to have no expiration date. She carries an energy that makes her look younger, not because she fights time, but because she flows with it. If you stay till the end of this message, you'll discover a truth most people never realize in their entire life. A secret that has nothing to do with beauty products or diets, but everything to do with the soul. And once you understand it, it will change the way you see yourself forever. Because the truth is, the women who look younger, who seem to defy age, possess something rare, a special spiritual quality, a frequency that connects them to life in a different way. They've mastered something deeper than skincare, deeper than appearance. They've mastered the inner state of peace. You see, time leaves its marks only where there is tension. It lives in the lines of worry, in the heaviness of regret, in the eyes that have forgotten how to shine. But when a woman learns to release those weights, when she learns to breathe, to forgive, to let go, something magical happens. Her face begins to reflect her freedom. Her skin mirrors her serenity. Her entire presence becomes lighter, softer, ageless. This is not a miracle, it's psychology, it's energy. Every thought we think, every emotion we carry creates vibration within the body. Fear tightens the muscles. Anger hardens the expression. Anxiety drains the glow. But peace softens everything. Joy lifts the energy. Gratitude creates radiance. And these emotions, when lived daily, rewrite the very language of the body. So when you look at those women who seem to stop aging, understand this. They are not lucky. They are conscious. They live differently. They think differently. They carry themselves with spiritual grace, not because life is easy for them, but because they've learned to meet life with acceptance. They do not chase youth. They embody it, because youth is not a number. It is the absence of resistance. It is the freedom of the heart. What truly keeps a woman young is not denial of time, but the alignment with life. Her mind is not stuck in the past, nor anxious about the future. She has learned to exist fully in the now, and that presence, that deep awareness, gives her a glow that no product on earth can imitate. This kind of woman does not live in comparison. She does not measure herself against others. She knows that beauty loses its power when it becomes a competition. So she returns to her own center again and again and finds peace there, and that peace quietly makes her timeless. If you observe her closely, you'll feel it. She doesn't rush. She doesn't speak too fast. She doesn't force her opinions. There's a patience in her, a softness, like she knows something the rest of the world forgot. And that something is this: when you stop fighting life, life starts flowing through you. Every wrinkle we fear is not the enemy, it's the memory of how we lived. But when the memories are filled with gratitude, kindness, and forgiveness, even those lines tell a story of beauty. Think about it. Why do we admire youth so much? Because youth is freedom. It is energy. It is openness. But all those qualities are spiritual, not physical. They come from the inside. They treat the body while ignoring the spirit that lives inside it. But the truth is, you cannot heal the outer world without healing the inner one first. When you carry frustration, jealousy, or resentment, that energy becomes visible. It shows in the way you walk, in the tone of your voice, in the heaviness behind your smile. The women who stay youthful have mastered emotional clarity. They understand that protecting their peace is more valuable than any beauty secret. They invest in what cannot be seen, their mindset, their emotions, their spiritual balance. Because they know that when the energy is right, the appearance follows naturally. This is why you can meet someone beautiful by society's standards, yet feel nothing from them. And you can meet someone simple, yet be captivated instantly. It's energy, it's vibration, it's alignment between the heart and the mind. The body responds to emotional frequency like music responds to rhythm. When the tune is chaotic, harmony disappears. But when the tune is peaceful, every note falls into place. Women who understand this truth glow effortlessly because their beauty flows from energy, not effort. The spiritual frequency of beauty is not something you put on. It's something you tune into. It's a frequency that flows through the body when the spirit is aligned with peace. When a woman vibrates at this spiritual frequency, everything about her becomes harmonious. Her tone, her movements, her presence. She doesn't try to be beautiful, she simply is. Because beauty in its purest form is energy vibrating in balance with the universe. Most people chase beauty through imitation. They copy trends, change appearances, and exhaust themselves trying to match an image. But true beauty has nothing to do with imitation. It's a reflection of connection. When a woman connects deeply with her inner self, her energy aligns with something far greater than her reflection. She begins to radiate from a place that cannot be touched by time or judgment. This spiritual beauty feels effortless because it isn't controlled by fear. It's guided by trust in life, in growth, in imperfection. The moment she stops fighting who she is, her natural energy begins to shine. Her face relaxes, her body softens, her voice becomes gentle yet powerful. And suddenly, without trying, she becomes unforgettable. Every thought you hold has a vibration. Every word you speak carries energy. When those vibrations are rooted in love, they elevate everything around you. That's why some women seem to light up an entire room without saying a word. Their frequency is high, pure, calm, and kind, and kind. Real beauty cannot exist without spiritual health, because beauty that comes from fear fades, but beauty that comes from peace lasts forever. When the soul vibrates with gratitude, the face glows differently. When the heart beats in forgiveness, the eyes shine with compassion. This is the frequency of beauty, not perfection but presence. Women who understand this truth don't chase the light, they become the light. Their beauty is not decoration, it's vibration, and that vibration makes them timeless. The power of presence. There is something magical about people who live fully in the present moment. Their energy feels alive, their eyes reflect clarity, and their movements carry intention. Women who master the power of presence seem to glow without reason. It's because their mind is not trapped in the noise of yesterday, nor lost in the worries of tomorrow. They exist in the now, and the now is where life's real beauty lives. When you are fully present, your energy becomes pure. You're not wasting it on what ifs or regret. You're not replaying old memories or predicting problems that haven't even happened. You are simply here, breathing, feeling, being. That calm awareness creates a rhythm inside the body that feels natural and peaceful, and that peace, when practiced daily, becomes visible. The nervous system tightens, the breath shortens, and the muscles hold stress. Over time, this becomes visible in tired eyes, in dullness, in the subtle lines of worry. But when you choose self-compassion, the opposite happens. Your heartbeat slows, your skin brightens, your energy flows. That's why true beauty is a reflection of emotional balance. It's not the absence of age, it's the presence of peace. A calm mind releases the body from tension, allowing the natural rhythms of healing and renewal to take over. Even science agrees stress ages cells faster, while relaxation allows them to repair. So when a woman looks youthful, it's not magic, it's her mindset. She protects her thoughts the way others protect their skin. She refuses to let negativity take root in her mind. Because she knows it will soon bloom on her face, she replaces overthinking with gratitude, fear with faith, and criticism with understanding. The harmony between mind and body is visible to everyone around her. It's in the way she smiles without effort, in the calm behind her eyes, in the softness of her energy. When the mind is kind, the skin follows. And that is the silent secret of timeless beauty. The hidden force of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions a human can feel. It changes energy instantly. When a woman lives with gratitude, her entire vibration rises. She stops focusing on what's missing and starts appreciating what's already here. That shift may seem small, but it changes everything. The way she walks, the way she speaks, even the light in her eyes. Gratitude softens the spirit, and that softness is what makes a person truly radiant. Most people spend their lives chasing what they don't have, thinking happiness will come later. But gratitude brings happiness now. It turns ordinary moments into blessings. It transforms stress into peace and comparison into contentment. When you feel thankful, your body relaxes. The nervous system settles, your breath deepens, and your face naturally opens up with calmness and grace. Gratitude's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about seeing beauty even in imperfection. It's about acknowledging pain without letting it define you. Women who practice gratitude don't live easier lives. They simply choose better focus. They look for lessons instead of losses. They see growth where others see struggle. And that mindset protects their energy from being drained by negativity. There's a deep connection between gratitude and youthfulness. When you live in a state of appreciation, your body produces healing energy, the heart expands, the mind quiets. You begin to glow from within because your energy is clean, free from resentment and complaint. Every thankful thought becomes nourishment for the soul. The truth is, gratitude is spiritual beauty. It keeps the soul humble, the mind peaceful, and the heart open. A grateful woman doesn't chase joy, she carries it. And that inner joy becomes her glow. It doesn't fade because it's not painted on the surface. It's born from her awareness that life itself is a gift. Gratitude keeps her light alive, and that light keeps her forever young. The art of slowing down in a world that glorifies speed, slowing down has become an act of power. Many people rush through life believing movement means progress, but true progress happens in awareness, not in hurry. Women who look younger and live peacefully understand the art of slowing down. They move with grace, not haste. They live with intention, not impulse, and that calm rhythm of life becomes visible in their energy. When you slow down, you give your body and mind permission to breathe. You begin to taste life instead of swallowing it. You notice the softness of the wind, the warmth of sunlight, the texture of silence. These small moments reconnect you to the present, the only place where peace truly exists. Rushing creates resistance. It keeps the body tense and the mind anxious. Over time, that tension becomes exhaustion, and exhaustion steals vitality. But when you slow down, the opposite happens. The nervous system relaxes, your breathing deepens, and your inner energy starts to flow naturally. It's not laziness, it's alignment. It's your soul syncing with the pace of life. Slowing down doesn't mean doing less. It means doing things with presence, eating slowly, speaking gently, walking consciously. These simple acts return you to harmony. They teach you that life doesn't need to be chased, only experienced. The beauty of this awareness is that it restores balance, both physically and emotionally. Women who live this way seem to carry time differently. Their faces don't show rush or resistance, they show rhythm. Their movements feel effortless, their smiles sincere. They've learned that rushing ages the spirit, while stillness renews it. To slow down is to respect your own energy. It's a declaration that your peace matters more than your pace. And in that decision, something magical happens. Your mind quiets, your body softens, and your soul begins to glow again. Because when you slow down, you finally begin to live. Silence and self-awareness. Silence is not emptiness, it is presence in its purest form. In silence, you begin to hear what the world's noise hides, your own soul. Women who embrace silence understand that it's not isolation, it's connection. It's the space where they meet themselves beyond roles, expectations, and opinion. And through that meeting, they find clarity, strength, and peace that can't be taken away. Self-awareness is born in silence. When you stop speaking, your thoughts become louder, and that's where growth begins. You start to recognize the patterns that drain your energy, the emotions you've ignored, and the truths you've hidden behind distraction. This awareness is the foundation of emotional maturity. It helps you stop reacting to life and start understanding it. A calm, silent moment each day becomes spiritual nourishment. It resets the mind, releases emotional noise, and balances your inner world. When a woman lives with this habit, her energy changes completely. Her presence feels grounded. Her actions carry depth. Her beauty becomes reflective, not reactive. People can feel the stillness in her energy, a kind of peace that words can't explain. Silence teaches patience. It teaches control over emotions. It allows wisdom to rise above impulse. And when a woman listens to that wisdom, she becomes naturally graceful. Her decisions are thoughtful, her energy calm, her expressions soft. The world feels safe around her because she is safe within herself. Self-awareness gives her the ability to recognize what serves her soul and what doesn't. It helps her step away from what drains her spirit and move toward what nourishes it. That alignment becomes visible in her eyes, her posture, her energy. The power of silence is invisible but transformative. It heals what chaos breaks. It restores what time takes. And it gives birth to a beauty that is not loud but lasting, the kind that grows from within, untouched by noise, untouched by age. The feminine energy of flow, there is a natural rhythm in life, a current that moves everything effortlessly. Some fight against it, trying to control every outcome, but others learn to move with it. Women who understand the energy of flow live with a certain grace that can't be taught. They have learned to trust life even when it's uncertain. Their strength comes not from resistance, but from surrender, not from control, but from connection. The feminine energy is not about dominance or struggle. It's about harmony. It's soft but powerful, gentle yet unbreakable. When a woman allows herself to flow with life, she no longer forces things to happen. She listens, she feels, she adapts. She lets life unfold with patience, knowing that everything comes at the right time. And because she moves with life's rhythm, her energy stays calm and balanced. Resistance creates stress, control creates fear, but flow creates freedom. It releases the tension that ages the body and tires the mind. It invites peace into every part of life, relationships, work, even self-image. A woman in flow doesn't chase validation. She attracts respect naturally because her energy feels effortless and confident. This flow is deeply spiritual. It's the ability to trust the unseen, to believe that even in silence, progress is happening. When she lives in this faith, she stops rushing, she stops forcing, and she begins to glow. Her presence becomes soothing, her voice comforting, her eyes filled with calm certainty. To live in flow is to live in wisdom. It's understanding that life is not against you, it's guiding. Every delay, every challenge carries a lesson, and every moment unfolds exactly as it should. Women who live in this awareness radiate beauty that no stress can take away. Their calmness becomes their strength, and their flow becomes their power. Because when a woman learns to move with life instead of against it, she becomes unstoppable and timeless. The power of inner stillness. When a woman cultivates inner stillness, she begins to discover a source of power that is unshakable. In a world full of noise, comparison, and endless motion, stillness becomes her secret weapon. It is not the absence of movement, but the presence of awareness. In stillness, she no longer reacts to everything around her. She observes, she understands, and she chooses her response with clarity. This calm state of being gives her an aura of quiet confidence that others can feel even without words. Inner stillness allows her to separate herself from chaos. Instead of being pulled by emotions, she becomes the witness to them. She no longer lets anger, fear, or insecurity define her actions. This emotional mastery is what gives her face a soft serenity, her words a balanced tone, and her presence a rare peace. People are drawn to her not because she tries to impress, but because she radiates stability in a restless world. This silence inside is deeply connected to self-awareness. It teaches her to listen to her intuition, that subtle voice that always knows the right path. When she trusts that voice, she stops seeking approval from others. She begins to live in alignment with her truth, and that authenticity makes her glow from within. The mind calms, the body relaxes, and time itself seems to move differently around her. True beauty arises from this peace. Stress fades, the eyes brighten, and the spirit feels lighter. The woman who lives with inner stillness is not easily disturbed. She carries herself with grace even when life tests her. Her silence speaks louder than words, and her calmness becomes a form of strength that inspires others. Stillness is not escape, it is connection. It connects her to her purpose, her emotions, and her higher self. And when she learns to rest in that stillness, she no longer ages through stress, she grows younger through peace. Her calm heart becomes her mirror, reflecting timeless beauty and quiet power. The energy of gratitude has the power to reshape the entire vibration of a person's life. When a woman learns to live in gratitude, she begins to see beauty in every ordinary moment. She stops focusing on what's missing and starts cherishing what's already here. This shift transforms her energy completely. Her eyes soften, her smile becomes effortless, and her presence feels healing. Gratitude doesn't just change how she thinks, it changes how she glows. Every thought of appreciation sends a message of abundance to the mind. The body responds by relaxing, the heart opens, and stress begins to dissolve. This is not just an emotional state, it's a biological change. Gratitude slows the aging of the soul because it removes the weight of negativity. When the heart is full, there's no space for resentment or jealousy. And this inner freedom creates a beauty that no cosmetic can match. A grateful woman understands that every challenge carries a lesson. Instead of asking, why me? She learns to ask, what is this teaching me? That single shift in perspective transforms pain into power. Her experiences no longer define her, her attitude does. And because she meets life with a thankful heart, life continues to bless her with more reasons to smile. Gratitude becomes her language, her energy, her way of existing. The power of gratitude also lies in its quiet humility. It teaches her that life doesn't owe her anything. Every moment is a gift. This awareness makes her gentle yet strong, humble yet radiant. People sense something different about her, something rare. They see someone who has learned to live with grace even in imperfection. Gratitude doesn't make her blind to reality. It makes her see more clearly. It reveals that every breath, every sunrise, every lesson is part of a divine design. And when she walks with that realization, she carries an invisible light. A light that not only keeps her spirit young, but makes everyone around her feel more alive. The radiance of forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the rarest and most powerful forms of spiritual beauty. When a woman learns to forgive, she releases years of emotional weight she never realized she was carrying. Anger, bitterness, and resentment are invisible poisons. They age the soul faster than time ever could. But forgiveness cleanses that poison. It clears the heart, allowing peace to flow back in. And with that peace comes a glow that no makeup or mirror can ever reflect. Forgiveness is not weakness, it's strength in its purest form. It takes courage to let go of what hurt. It takes wisdom to understand that holding on to pain only keeps you trapped in the past. A forgiving woman chooses freedom over revenge, understanding over judgment, and healing over hate. Her energy shifts, her spirit becomes lighter. Her beauty deepens in ways that words cannot capture. The act of forgiveness also restores balance to the mind. When she forgives, she no longer spends her nights replaying old wounds. Her thoughts calm, her body relaxes, and her soul begins to heal. Science may call it stress release, but spiritually it is renewal. The moment she forgives, she reclaims her power, the power she once gave away to pain and anger. Forgiveness also reflects deep self-love, because when she forgives others, she also learns to forgive herself for trusting the wrong people, for staying too long, for not knowing better at the time. That self-forgiveness becomes her turning point. It softens her spirit and replaces guilt with wisdom. The beauty that comes from forgiveness is not loud, it's quiet and sacred. It shows in the calm of her face, the patience in her voice, and the compassion in her actions. She no longer carries the past as a burden, she carries it as a lesson. And in doing so, she radiates a timeless grace that makes her not only look younger, but feel eternally free. The light of self-respect. Self-respect is the silent force that defines the way a woman moves through life. It's not arrogance or pride, it's the quiet understanding of one's worth. A woman with self-respect doesn't beg for love, validation, or acceptance. She knows her value, and because she does, the world begins to treat her accordingly. Her posture, her energy, and even her words carry a sense of quiet dignity. When a woman respects herself, she naturally sets boundaries that protect her peace. She no longer tolerates what drains her spirit. She stops chasing people who make her feel small, and instead she attracts those who see her light. This shift doesn't happen overnight. It comes from deep self-awareness. It's the realization that peace is more precious than approval, and self-love is stronger than loneliness. Self-respect changes how she shows up for herself every day. She no longer hides behind fear or doubt. She makes choices that align with her values, even when they require courage. She speaks truthfully, not to impress others, but to remain loyal to her inner self. This alignment between who she is and how she lives creates harmony within her. And that harmony becomes visible in her face, her movements, and her presence. People are drawn to a woman who respects herself because she radiates confidence without needing to prove anything. Her silence has power. Her no has strength. Her yes has sincerity. She becomes a reflection of balance. Soft yet strong, kind yet firm, loving yet unshakable. True self-respect is spiritual. It honors the soul within as something sacred. And when a woman lives with that awareness, she carries a rare beauty, one that does not fade with age. It's the kind of beauty that grows deeper with time because it is built not on appearance but on essence. She doesn't chase validation from the outside world because she already carries everything she needs within. The eternal spirit beyond age is often measured by numbers, but true age is measured by spirit. Women who appear timeless understand this deeply. They know that youth is not about years, it's about energy, awareness, and alignment with life. A woman with an eternal spirit doesn't let time define her. She does not fear it, resist it, or wish it away. Instead, she flows with it, growing wiser and more radiant with each passing day. The spirit carries a vibration that surpasses physical changes. When a woman nurtures her soul, she maintains a lightness that makes her feel and appear younger. She does not obsess over what has been lost or what is inevitable. She invests in what lasts, her peace, her love, her joy, and her presence. That investment pays dividends in calmness, beauty, and energy that cannot be faked or borrowed. An eternal spirit is cultivated through awareness. It is the understanding that life is temporary and that every moment matters. Women who live in this awareness carry gratitude for the past, acceptance for the present, and hope for the future. Their energy becomes steady, their movements graceful, and their expressions soft yet compelling. They inspire without effort, attract without trying, and influence without speaking loudly. This spirit also frees them from comparison. They do not measure themselves against others because their worth is internal, not external. Time becomes a teacher rather than an enemy. Challenges are seen as opportunities to grow, and beauty is recognized as the reflection of inner vitality. When the spirit is strong, the body follows, the eyes shine brighter, the posture strengthens, and the face radiates calm confidence. Women who embody an eternal spirit teach a profound lesson. Life is not about avoiding age. It is about cultivating energy that transcends it. They remind us that true youthfulness is an inner quality, a state of being that grows with awareness, compassion, and presence. Their beauty is timeless because it is spiritual, not physical, and it leaves a lasting impression on everyone they encounter. Becoming ageless from within, true agelessness begins inside. It is not something that can be sprayed, painted, or stitched. It comes from nurturing the inner self, the mind, the heart, and the spirit. Women who seem to defy time have discovered that age is a reflection of energy, not years. When energy is light, calm, and harmonious, the body naturally follows, radiating vitality, softness, and a glow that draws people in. Ageless women protect their peace above all else. They refuse to let negativity, stress, or comparison steal their light. Every thought they entertain, every emotion they allow is chosen consciously. They know that the quality of their inner world shapes the appearance of their outer world. By cultivating love, gratitude, forgiveness, and presence, they feed their spirit, and that nourishment becomes visible in the eyes, the posture, and the smile. They also understand the value of alignment. When thoughts, actions, and emotions are in harmony, there is a flow that cannot be disturbed by external circumstances. This alignment creates effortless grace, the kind that doesn't rush, doesn't force, and doesn't age. It's a presence that commands attention without effort, not through performance, but through energy. Agelessness is also about letting go of what no longer serves, of old pain, of expectations, and of resistance to life. Every release lightens the spirit, freeing energy to move naturally, to glow, and to inspire. A woman who masters this art lives lightly, walks gracefully, and engages with the world with openness and authenticity. To become ageless is to understand that the body is temporary, but energy is eternal. Youth is not a number, it is a state of being. When a woman nurtures her inner world, she becomes resilient to the passage of time. She radiates a magnetic energy that reflects vitality, peace, and joy. This is the secret of women who look younger than their years. They have mastered life from within. Their spirit is timeless, and their presence becomes an enduring inspiration for everyone around them.